Hello everyone. We are going to discuss about human circulatory system in this video. In 16th century and before that, people were thinking our entire body is filled with blood. Like water filled in the ocean, the blood is filled in our body. In the ocean, we can see the waves coming forward and going back. The tidal movements we can see. The same way people in olden days they were thinking the blood in our body is moving like the tides in the ocean. William Harvey was the first one who discovered about the human circulatory system. He studied about human heart, veins, arteries and capillaries in our body. And if you see the plants, they have a mechanism. Look at the leaves here. Here you can find the venation in the leaf. These kind of structures, these veins help in transporting food and water to different parts of the plant. Similar way, in our body, we have blood vessels. Those blood vessels bring the deoxygenated blood to the heart, and the heart pumps that blood to lungs, where deoxygenated blood is converted into oxygenated blood. And all the metabolic waste in our body, they are brought to the kidneys, and kidneys they filter the unwanted materials from our blood, and it purifies the blood. This is what happening in the transport system in human being. Look at this structure. The heart is present. It is attached to the lungs. The deoxygenated blood from the heart, it will enter inside the lungs, and once the deoxygenated blood is purified in the lungs, again the oxygenated blood from the lungs will enter inside the heart. So this process is taking place here in this area. Now let's discuss the basic mechanism in the circulatory system. This is a bore well. To collect the water from inside, we are using a motor. This motor, it pumps the water from here to another place. You see there is a white color structure, that is the water tank, and water from here is pumped to that particular tank by the motor which is there inside. Similarly, our heart, it pumps the blood to different parts of our body. It acts like a motor. Water from that bore well is pumped to this tank by the motor which is kept inside the bore well. Water from the bore well is pumped to the tank through these pipelines. We have similar structure inside our body. The same tubular structure is found throughout our body. They are called blood vessels. Blood is circulated throughout the body inside the blood vessels. There will be no opening in the blood vessel. It is completely closed like this tube. Blood will not leak out from the tubular structure, from the blood vessel. So our circulation is otherwise known as closed circulation. Heart is a conical shaped organ. You can find the upper part is little broad and the lower part is narrow. It's conical shaped organ, and it is completely made up of muscles. These muscles present in the heart are called cardiac muscles. Look at this specimen. You see this trachea. This part, it starts from here, and it is present in this area. And here you find the lungs. These lungs are present in this area, and the heart is here. It is present. It is slightly tilted, and the size of the heart is the size of your fist. Through this blood vessel, the blood from different parts of the body, it enters inside the heart. And once again, from the heart, the blood enters inside the lungs. the deoxygenated blood. See, each lung receive a blood vessel from the heart. And the lungs purify the blood, and the oxygenated blood, once again, it will come back to the heart. From the heart, the oxygenated blood is supplied to all the parts of the body through this aorta. Here are the blood vessels. You see this opening. Through this opening, the blood enters inside the heart and the deoxygenated blood. And from the upper chamber, the blood will go inside the lower chamber. From the lower chamber, the blood will come out through this opening and it will enter inside the lungs. Inside the lungs, the blood is oxygenated and the oxygenated blood will enter inside the heart through this blood vessel. See here, it goes inside the heart. One is connected with right lung, another one is connected with left lung. And both of them collect the blood, the oxygenated blood from the lungs, and they bring it to the heart. And from the heart, the oxygenated blood will be supplied to all the parts of the body through this blood vessel. So from here, the blood is pumped to different parts of the body through this blood vessel. Even though the heart is completely filled with blood, the muscles, the cells present in the heart will not take the oxygen or food from the blood directly. The heart muscles receive blood through two blood vessels called coronary arteries. Here, this is a right coronary artery and this one is left coronary artery. Both the arteries, they arise from the base of this arch of aorta. This arch of aorta, from where it starts in the heart, from that base, both the arteries, they arise and they supply food and other required materials to the heart muscles. Look at the base of the arch of aorta. This is the starting point of arch of aorta in the heart. And this is the place from where the coronary arteries, they arise. These arteries again will bifurcate into capillaries. Again, those capillaries will join together and they will form veins, and those veins will collect deoxygenated blood, that is carbon dioxide and other waste materials from the heart muscles, and again they will bring back to the atrium. Let me explain some of the key words in this topic. First one, blood vessels. Here in the picture you can find all the tubular structures, red color and blue color lines are the blood vessels. They run throughout our body from head to leg, and you can find everywhere in our body. They supply oxygen and required food materials to different parts of the body. The red color tubes in the picture, they are called arteries. These arteries, they supply oxygenated blood to different parts of the body. The blue color tubes which you would find in the picture, they represent veins. These veins collect deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body and bring it to heart. The place where arteries and veins they meet, there you would find another type, they are called capillaries. We will explain about the types of blood vessels in part 2. Great blood vessels of the heart. See, there are blood vessels that enter inside the heart and they leave the heart. Those type of blood vessels which enter and leave the heart, they are considered to be great blood vessels of the heart. The inferior vena cava and the superior vena cava, they collect deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body and they bring it to the right auricle. The right pulmonary artery, left pulmonary artery, they leave the heart. The right pulmonary veins and left pulmonary veins enter inside the heart. And here we find the biggest blood vessel in our body, aorta, it leaves the heart. So, these are the blood vessels which enter inside the heart and leave the heart. So, these blood vessels are considered to be great blood vessels of the heart. Blood flow. Inside our body, blood flows inside the blood vessels with a high speed and a high pressure. So, that is called blood flow. You can find here deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body enters inside the heart to the right side of the heart, and from here the deoxygenated blood will go to the lungs, to both the lungs. From the lungs, the oxygenated blood will enter inside the heart. It reaches the left side of the heart, and from the left side of the heart, the blood it goes to different parts of the body. Again the cycle continues. This is what we call it as blood flow in our body. The right side of the heart is entirely filled with deoxygenated blood. This blood it comes from different parts of the body, and the left side of the heart is completely filled with oxygenated blood. This blood it comes from the lungs. Pericardium. In the heart, we can find a sac-like structure that protects the heart. If there is any mechanical injury or shock, this membrane will protect the heart. If you see the internal structure of this pericardium, it has different structure inside. Pericardium is the outer layer of the heart here. And if we see inside, there is another layer called epicardium. In between pericardium and epicardium, there is a cavity, an empty space is there. This space is filled with a fluid called pericardial fluid. And inside we can find the muscles of the heart. This part of the muscle is considered to be myocardium, and the inner part is considered to be endocardium. Here we will discuss some of the key points in this topic. First one, what does it mean closed system? Look at the picture here. This is the heart, and from the heart blood goes to different parts of the body, and from different parts of the body blood comes back to the heart. Everything happens in a closed system. The blood vessels are completely closed. There will be no leakage in the blood vessel anywhere in the entire system. So, this system is considered to be closed system. Dual circulation. In our body, oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood will never mix with each other. It is completely separated. Already we discussed about it. Look at this picture. From different parts of the body, blood is collected first initially by the capillaries, and these capillaries they join together and they form veins. These veins they collect deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body and bring to the heart. So, the right side of the heart is completely filled with deoxygenated blood, and from here the blood goes to the lungs, and inside the lungs the blood is oxygenated, and the oxygenated blood enters inside the heart. It enters the left side of the heart. The left side of the heart is completely filled with oxygenated blood. From the left side of the heart, the blood is pumped inside the arteries. The red color blood vessels you see here, they are considered to be the arteries, and these arteries they collect oxygenated blood from the heart and they supply the oxygenated blood to different parts of the body, from head to leg. They will supply oxygenated blood. So, here the deoxygenated blood is completely separated inside the heart, they do not mix with each other. And when the blood enters inside the heart, if you take one circulation, the blood enters inside the heart, then leaves the heart, goes to the lungs, from there again it comes back, once again it goes out. In one complete circulation, blood passes through the heart twice. There are two stages in this dual circulation. First one is considered to be pulmonary circulation. What does it mean, pulmonary circulation? In the sense, from the heart, blood goes to the lungs, from the lungs, blood comes back to the heart. Deoxygenated blood goes to the lungs, oxygenated blood from the lungs enters inside the heart. This circulation is considered to be pulmonary circulation. So, this circulation takes place between heart and lungs. And the next one, from the heart, the blood is pumped to different parts of the body. From different parts of the body, the blood once again comes back to the heart. The circulation between heart and different parts of the body is considered to be systemic circulation. The pressure inside the blood vessel is low during pulmonary circulation. The reason is, heart is here and lungs are also here, both are very close to each other. Since the distance is less, heart need not apply much pressure to pump the blood to the lungs. So, that is why the pressure is low. In systemic circulation, the pressure is high inside the blood vessel. The reason is, from the heart, the blood, it should reach the head region, it should go to the legs, it should go to the fingertips of hands and legs. So, the distance is long. The heart needs to pump the blood with high pressure so that it will reach different parts of the body. That is the reason why the blood pressure is high in systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation is taking place between heart and the lungs. Systemic circulation takes place between heart and the different parts of the body except lungs. That is very important. Pulmonary circulation, it starts from right ventricle and ends in left auricle. Look at the picture. This is the right ventricle, the lowermost chamber in the right side of the heart. From here, the deoxygenated blood will enter inside this blood vessel. It goes to the lungs. The blood is oxygenated in the lung. From here, the blood comes to this left auricle. So, the cycle, it starts from here and ends here. This is pulmonary circulation. Next, systemic circulation. It starts from left ventricle and ends in right auricle. So, it starts from left ventricle. From here, it reaches arch of aorta. From here, it goes to different parts of the body. Once again, from different parts of the body, the deoxygenated blood is collected and it is brought back to the heart. This is right auricle. So, this cycle, it starts in the left ventricle. This is left ventricle. From here, oxygenated blood, it goes to different parts of the body, and from different parts of the body, deoxygenated blood is collected and it is brought back to the right auricle. Now, it's time to think. Here is a question. The blood vessels that carry oxygenated blood are called arteries. The blood vessels that carry deoxygenated blood are called veins. Is there any exception? Explain your answer. Think about the answer before you proceed further. Let us discuss the answer. Yes, there are exceptions. Right pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from heart to right lung. Left pulmonary artery collects deoxygenated blood from heart to left lung. Both are arteries, but they carry deoxygenated blood. This is one exception. Another exception is pulmonary veins. Right pulmonary veins collect oxygenated blood from right side of the lungs and bring it to heart. Left pulmonary veins collect oxygenated blood from left lung to heart. So, both the pulmonary veins collect oxygenated blood from lungs and bring to heart. Even though they are veins, they carry oxygenated blood. So, these two blood vessels are the exceptions. Pulmonary arteries carry deoxygenated blood, pulmonary veins carry oxygenated blood. Now, it is time for discussion. Why is it necessary to have a transport system inside the body of living organism? See, this is the question. Since it is a recorded program, you cannot participate in a live discussion. So, what you can do is think about the answer for this question, and every one of you, whatever the answer you think it is correct, you can mention in the description, and you will be able to see the answers of other people also in the description. So, this way you can share your views in the description regarding this particular question. Here is a question, you need to explore the answer for this question. Do all the animals have 4-chamber heart? We human beings have 4-chamber heart. Do you think that all the animals have similar kind of heart? Whether all the animals have 4 chambers in their heart, or is there any difference in the number of chambers in the heart of other animals? You can read the books or browse through net and find the answer. This answer also can be shared in the comment section. In part 1, we discussed about the external structure and general facts about human circulatory system. In part 2, we will be discussing about the internal structure of heart, the blood vessels and their types in our body, their structure, blood and its components, diffusion across the capillaries, heartbeat and coronary heart disease. Don't forget to subscribe History Academy and continue watching part 2.